Hey, Justin here from Mystery Tackle Box. I'm going to show you the BioVex stand gun spinnerbait today. This is a super high quality spinnerbait. Look at all the components on this. Just take a minute and if you just analyze it, you can see it's really well done. So one of the things that I really like to look for with a high quality spinnerbait, hand-tied skirts on jigs, on spinnerbaits. If it's got a hand-tied skirt on there, you know it's not going anywhere. It's going to present more flare. That's a really nice feature to it. Super sharp hook on here. It's tacky sharp. I like to say I can rub that across my skin and it just sticks. Premium blades on here. This one is a white shad color, so it's got the nickel blade, so this would be more suited for like a clear water situation. It's got a rubber band on here as well. It seems like a really tiny thing, but when you're tying on a spinnerbait, sometimes when you're doing a Palomar knot, your loop can get twisted and kind of come around wrong. So that's just a small thing, but helps you tie a knot, you know, the first couple times you're fishing it. And also it's just got a really good arm on there. So you want to look for a good arm that's going to present a lot of thump, really get the thump out of those blades. Just got a lot of premium components on it. If you look at the paint job, you look at the scale patterns, everything is just really high quality. And it also has a little bit of mylar in it, which is like a reflective material. So in the water, this thing is really going to be reflective. If there's some sun out, it's just going to be putting out a lot of flash. And this thing would be really well suited for more clear water, stained water lakes rather than muddy water, because it's such a high quality. It's got those nickel blades on there, really realistic look to it, not a whole lot of big bulky bright skirt. Typically like to fish spinnerbaits like this on overcast and windy days rather than like bright sunny calm days like I have right here. But the cool thing about this one is it's a 3/4 ounce, so you could fish this deeper when the shad start going off the points and ledges and things like that. You could slow roll this in deeper water on grass edges, through stump fields and things like that. So it's going to be really effective in the wind. If you got a super windy day, you could fish it shallow because you can bust this right through the wind. It's real heavy. It's real aerodynamic. It doesn't have a bulky skirt on it. So that's a way you could fish it, or you could just fish it a little bit deeper. You know, you could go to that 10 to 15 foot range, or all the way out to 20 feet, just really slow rolling it. So there's a lot of things you can do with a 3/4 ounce spinnerbait. Oh yeah, you can cast this a long ways. If you're fishing clear water, you want to fish a 3/4 ounce pretty fast. I know a lot of people fish these for smallmouth. They just burn them because you can reel them really fast and they won't come all the way up to the surface and break out. You can actually keep them under the water and reel them really fast. I just had a bass chasing that one right there. The gear you want to throw spinnerbait like this on is something that's got a little bit of backbone to it. You know, I typically like a medium power with spinnerbaits, medium to medium heavy. With 3/4, I would definitely say medium heavy power, and I'm actually throwing a 7.4 right now, just so I can get a lot of distance with this. And if I'm fishing this deeper, I can get a lot of leverage with that 7.4 as well. And I also like to throw high-speed gear ratio reels if I'm trying to fish this shallow. If I'm trying to burn it, you know, so it's not dragging on the bottom. If I'm fishing on a real windy day, on a windy bank. And now if you're fishing it in deeper water, you don't really need that high-speed gear ratio reel. But if you're going to fish it shallow, this thing's going to sink pretty fast, so you're going to need a higher speed, like a 7.2 to 1, to really get that thing moving where it's not dragging on the bottom. Make your life a lot easier. And then the kind of line you want to throw, I like to throw copolymers or monofilament when I'm fishing spinnerbaits. 15 to 20 pound usually. With this one you could definitely get away with 20 pound easily, but you're going to get mega distance with 15 pound. With this spinnerbait, I'm fishing it over the top of grass right now, but you can just keep your rod tip high, reel it really fast, and let those blades make a little wake at the surface. Just like a buzzbait, just going right under the water. Oh my gosh, I probably had like a 3 or 4 pounder just come up right behind it. He boiled on it. If I would have had a trailer hook, I probably would have swallowed it. So that is the Biovex stand gun, a really premium spinnerbait if you're looking for just really high quality componentry, and it's something that is good in really clear water. You know, it's a spinnerbait most suited for really clear water where bass are a little picky, a little finicky on their spinnerbaits. I wish I would have had that big one that came up behind it, but I'm gonna keep fishing, see if I can get one. Biovex spinnerbait, pretty darn good.
Do you like mysteries? Do you like boxes? Do you like tackle up in those boxes? Well, you've come to the right place. Hey, if you like what's going on here, go ahead and hit the like button down there. And also, if you want to subscribe to this channel to get more tips and tricks that'll help you be a better angler so that you can take pictures of your fish and post them and be cool, subscribe. Button's right there.